Welcome to episode 10 of Transition Takes, the show that finally got a job. Round of applause for Brandon. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, bro. Also, the show that apologizes for missing last week. Had some family matters to attend to. Either way, thank you for tuning in. If you end up enjoying the show, please like, comment, subscribe. Send the video to your mom. It's good aim. Also,
she might see me.
Yeah. Also, hit the bell. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's episode, DUBBY, your taste buds' favorite energy drink. If you haven't ordered yours yet, you can use code XMASON at checkout for 10% off. Devin, how's your life?
Mason, it's good. How's your life?
Good, man. Much better than it was last week, dude. A sick kid is no joke.
Mm-hmm. Is she, fine now?
Yeah, she's back to PG1, man. She is chilling.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I hated every second of that.
I bet she hated it, too.
Yeah, I wish I could have taken the pain from her and, me be sick instead of her. Poor little baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad to hear your life's good. Today we're going to talk about the NBA Finals. We're a little bit late, but fuck it. We're going to play some games or talk about a doomed franchise. A little bit of teasing there. What franchise am I talking about? And a little bit more. Let's get into it. First and foremost, Mavs Celtics. We're going to kind of hyperspeed through this stuff because we are late. Devin, what chance is there that the Celtics go back-to-back?
40?
40?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Is that
okay.
high or low?
Huh?
Is that high or low?
That's high. That's really high.
Dude, they were dominant through the entire playoffs.
So were the Nuggets.
Yeah, but...
So were the Warriors.
But the Nuggets lost people. They lost Bruce Brown. And the Warriors, it was a little different. They had a master class. Yeah. But they're getting all their players back. They're going to add with this draft. They're now it's only 40. I honestly would put it higher, but people are coming back from injury.
Yeah,
they're just easily the best team in the East. Other than the Knicks. The Knicks got a lot better.
I put 10%.
10, yeah.
I think one of the large reasons they dominated the Mavs so much is they were so much more fresh than the Mavs. With how, we'll talk a little bit later, Tatum struggles. I think he's a very mentally soft player. And when you have to go through several wars, assuming that the Eastern Conference is healthy next year, they're going to have to go through several wars just to make it back. And they'll make it back to probably a more well-equipped Western team if they make it there at all, which I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Way too early prediction, but I don't think they're going to. Plus, going back-to-back is incredibly hard.
Yeah.
In the last 6 years, we've had 6 new champions, so it seems to be an era of parity more than a upcoming dynasty.
I just think the Celtics don't care about the tax apron. They'll pay all those taxes if it brings them a championship.
Very possible. Hopefully not, though, because I
hate the Celtics.
I don't like the Celtics. I don't like Tatum more than anything.
I don't like the Celtics.
And in case Bradley watches this, you can eat it up. He is incredibly corny, and I wish you would just admit it. All right, we're going to move on. Like I said, we're going to speed round through this. Devin, what's the number one reasons for Tatum's struggles throughout that series?
Just wasn't making his stupid shots.
Yeah, but why?
Because
he was
just too big. Lights were too bright. This is his second finals in a row now. He just hasn't shown up. He's not a finals performer.
Yeah, statistically he's one of the worst ever.
He's barely even a playoff performer at that point. So he's just like I said, worst superstar in the league. Still a superstar. Worst in the league though.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him superstar probably. Over to who? Him?
Yeah, in the middle.
That good?
Quiet little fairy. Okay. I think it's mental. I think he's incredibly mentally soft, and I think that he for some reason wants to seem cool and fit in. All the celebrations he did after the finals, we did it. Dude, we're copying Kevin Garnett now.
Yeah, the Curry thing.
The Curry thing. Kanye.
What they gonna say now?
Yeah,
dude,
what are they gonna say now? They're gonna say play well in a finals, buddy, because you didn't play
win
good.
a finals MVP.
Right, which is exactly what Curry was referring to. What are they gonna say now? Because he finally won a finals MVP. Tatum's a clown, and I'm not a fan. So I think that the reason he struggled is because he's mentally weak. Not that I would succeed, because I wouldn't. But
if you're 6'9", that talented, that skilled, that big,
I might just succeed a little bit.
You might go at the rim instead of shooting over the 6'5" people.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure. What's even more like somewhat embarrassing is it went 5. In game 5, he was clearly trying to pad his stats to get finals.
Him and
MVP.
Jaylen Brown were. You saw it. If they got the ball, they weren't passing it.
Jaylen didn't play like a bum the rest of the series.
Oh, yeah.
Jaylen deserved it. Which hey, look at that. Moving on to the next question. Did Jaylen Brown deserve finals MVP?
Yes, dude. His defense on Luka was probably the best I've ever seen. Like, he was putting everything into defense and still going on the other side and giving you the occasional bucket. He didn't do anything crazy on offense. Tatum led the team in scoring, rebound, assists, but he also probably led the team in stupid shots, misses, and he didn't guard Luka and lock him up.
Tatum's defense on Luka was actually one of the worst, like percentage-wise, out of everyone who guarded him. But Tatum's numbers were better than Brown's across the board. The difference is that Tatum had like stinker games where Brown was just pretty steady.
He also didn't have to guard Luka.
Yeah.
I think that played a big factor into it. I think if Jaylen Brown didn't guard Luka, it would have went to Tatum.
Does this make the contract any more valid? Because it's not that Jaylen played great. It's that Tatum played bad.
I think the contract is valid when it happened. I just think that he shouldn't be the highest paid player in the NBA.
He won't be. But Tatum will be.
Probably. But with him, he just fits on that team so perfectly, and they're building something there. You got to keep him no matter the price.
That's crazy. They're going to have $600 million guaranteed into 2 people. That's pretty scary. If I had that on my payroll, I don't know if I could sleep at night.
Well, I think they can sleep at night because the other people on the payroll are really good.
That's fair. All right, moving on. Most to blame for the Mavs finals letdown. I think that if you have to blame it on a Mav, it's Kyrie. Kyrie gets the biggest slice of the blame pie. But overall, I think the Celtics were just better. I think that's the biggest reason for the letdown is the 100%. Celtics were just the better team. But if you have to blame it on a Mav, it was Kyrie. He had one great game, 1 good game, and then 3 just dog shits. Yeah. So it's definitely Kyrie. I don't know if it's because the Celtics guard him really well or if it's a mental thing or maybe it's a mix of both because the Celtics are best equipped to guard him.
I think the Celtics just have the 2 best perimeter guard defenders in the league.
But they always say that great defense can't stop great offense, so I don't understand how...
When you have a full 5 of it, like
I guess
Kyrie could get past him, but you still had Al Horford and Kristaps sitting there waiting.
Yeah, I read something that said Kristaps going to miss the beginning of next season with what happened to him.
Yeah,
and that's another thing about the 10%. The 10% injuries happen.
Oh yeah,
they overall were very fortunate with injuries this postseason.
They played an injured player every series,
right? And they were missing Porzingis a lot of the time.
They did what they were supposed to.
So what's your most to blame for the Mavs finals?
It has to be Kyrie. Although I don't think Luka's getting enough crap.
I think he's gotten a lot of crap.
Well, since it ended, Kyrie's really been the only one getting blamed from the Mavericks' point of view. Luka didn't have a good shooting series and played awful defense other than the 1 game they won.
Yeah, which leads us perfectly into, does this finals loss affect Luka's legacy? I say no. Mm-hmm. If they got swept, I would have said yes. I would have been fair about that because I always held that against LeBron. But he got him 1, so I'm good. I think in order for them to have a chance, he needed to be A+ Luka.
Yeah.
And he was B+. B to B+ Luka, which is still a good player. It's just he didn't play as well as Luka can play, but he played better than most players in the league can. So I would say no.
I don't think it affects his legs. He's still so young. All these greats won their first championship at 26. That age. He's still 24, maybe 25.
He's 25.
Yeah.
It probably eliminates him from a lot of people's potential GOAT argument because everyone just says, "Oh, Michael's 6 for 6." Now Luka can't do that. Not that anybody expected him to.
Mike's not the GOAT anyways, so it's not the argument you got to make.
No, I agree, but there's still the Mike fans out there. That whole depoy thing for Michael Jordan was pretty crazy.
That was funny.
Read about that?
Yeah. Now they can't even say that. They can't even hold that over LeBron.
It's pretty crazy. That LeBron should have had one the whole time.
Yes. I can't believe Marc Gasol won one without being a first team all. That makes 0 sense.
Meanwhile, LeBron could guard 1 through 5 at an elite level. Yeah. And not just how they say, this guy legitimately, he legit. Actually could.
Yes. He played center for the Lakers, 2 seasons ago for, portions of the season?
Yeah. LeBron is insane. Hopefully he leaves the Lakers. That'd be really sick.
Yeah, goes to the Heat. That'd be even more sick.
Anywhere but LA. That franchise is
Although
crap.
He's staying. They got JJ.
Yeah, I don't know if he loves that, though.
I don't think JJ would have gotten hired if they knew they weren't keeping Bron.
I don't know, man. It's like, I like doing this podcast with you, but just because I do this podcast with you doesn't mean I want you to be like my secretary or vice president of my company. That's not what that means.
I think that's what it means for them.
Maybe. LeBron does have a tendency to keep his friends close.
Oh, very close.
Moving on. Likelihood the Mavs are back next year.
2.
Yeah, you got to see the offseason and see if they make any moves, but I find it highly unlikely. What are you laughing about?
His beard.
Oh.
The Timberwolves just got...
Try my best, man.
Dillingham, who's an electric offensive guard, to add to that already top defense in the league. So they're just getting better.
Yeah. I think that the Nuggets... I don't think the Mavs could guard Jokic, so the Mavs not playing the Nuggets helped them a lot. So unless they can avoid them again, I don't think it's looking.
And the Lakers are still there.
The Lakers
with LeBron, they're still a team to watch out for.
Yeah, I guess as long as they can avoid Denver too. If somehow in the first round next year we get Minnesota Denver and Minnesota knocks out Denver again, then the West is just completely wide open. Yeah. Because there are certain teams that could go all the way. They just can't beat Denver. That's the only team they can.
The Timberwolves are really one of the only teams I could think of that can beat Denver.
Right. That are at least well equipped to try to. Although so are the Lakers. They just really need one more big.
So they don't even need that. They were winning every game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. That's some curse stuff that was happening to them.
Yeah.
Because they led for 95% of that
Dude, I saw that stat again. I was like, dude, they sold so bad.
Yeah. And for it to not even go 6 or 7, it went 5. Pretty impressive there. That probably affects LeBron's legacy. All right, moving on. We're going to talk about Madden 25. I'm going to do an overview of the new features that were announced and kind of shown in the trailer.
Isn't there a lot?
There is a decent amount. I tried to kind of summarize them, but there's a decent amount in there. But there seems to be a decent amount in there every year, and it always feels the same.
It just sucks. Yeah.
We'll see. Physics-based tackling powered by Boom Tech. Signature styles, new mechanics with ball carriers, catching, and pre-play, and a focus on football fundamentals within blocking, playbooks, and more. Players will have more control than ever before in Madden NFL 25. This year in Madden NFL 25, that vision is being accelerated with the introduction of Boom Tech, our next gameplay innovation that has been over 2 years in the making. So I guess it's supposed to be cleaner and look more realistic.
I saw some gameplay with it.
I like the pre-snap. All the corners are moving back and forth.
Well, you can control that now.
I feel like I can see it now. I'm playing Mutt. I have this guy locked. It's 4th and 19, and my corner's moving back and forth. And he hikes it, and my corner stops for a second and just gets fucking burnt by Calvin Johnson for a 90-yard touchdown. My controller goes through the wall. I jump out the window. Game is uninstalled, and that's how it goes.
And you're probably dead.
Well, maybe.
It's a 2-story.
That's true.
But it's I can just see you're moving your corner up right when you start to move them up. Hike, and then your corner tweaks out, is on the other side of the field while Calvin Johnson's at the inside.
All right, we're keeping going. Physics-based tackling, like we said. Hit stick has been reworked for the first time since they introduced it. You can, angle the stick so you hit stick them a certain way. There's a new scoreboard set up for the first time in forever, so now it's at the bottom. 3D turf, so it's supposed to look more realistic. Franchise mode is revamped and recharged with features that build on realism and immersion. I'll go more into those features in a moment. But one of the things I'm really excited about is new commentary teams for the first time in I don't even know how long.
I'm sick of the same lines for the past 10 years.
So NFL Draft Night and franchise is more authentic than ever with a rebuilt environment, fresh player fits, iconic moments, a draft prospect board that's easier to navigate, and real-time draft grades. See inside team war rooms and green rooms as the night progresses. Then meet Roger Goodell on a new NFL draft stage in a fresh fit that suits you.
This is for the micro thing?
It said franchise mode,
okay.
So I'm not sure
if that's in there. We'll see.
There is a superstar mode. I didn't put that in here because I don't care about it. I also didn't put mud. I didn't put any like game mode specific except for franchise because franchise has been so ignored for so long.
Yeah.
Manage personalities through dynamic storylines and team meeting rooms, coaches' office, press conferences, and practice sidelines. They've done some nonsensical crap for that for a while where, like, hey, coach, I really feel like I'm doing really well out there, man. I feel like I'm ready to go to the next level. And it's like, get 300 yards with Calvin Ridley to get him to superstar. It's like, dude, Calvin Ridley hasn't gotten 300 yards a single game in his entire life.
Or get 150 and 2 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's okay. Franchise Central provides simplified lead creation tools and delivers more important information at your fingertips, including personal messages and top stories that make your franchise experience feel more like the NFL in every moment. Okay. So they added social media. Core depth improvements featuring team and rookie records, improved team roster AI for free agency. That's huge. You'll see, like, it's so dumb. And free agency and draft selections, like, say in your franchise the Bears are somehow awful and you get the number 1 pick, they'll pick another quarterback. Like,
oh, yeah.
So stupid. So hopefully that's fixed. New draft stories and generators, refined player progression logic focused on younger and older players, revamped news content focused on important games every week, and female models and create a coach for the very first time, as well as a fresh Super Bowl celebration experience. The Super Bowl celebration has been the same, I shit you not, since Madden 11, so that's awesome.
Female models? Why?
Yeah,
is that what you were laughing at?
For equality. I guess more than anything, I'm surprised it took them that long.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took, but I just want to know the purpose of what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I think there's female NFL coaches now.
Oh, coaches! I swear to God, you said models. No.
Like models for a coach.
Dude, I was
like when you're like creating a coach, you can use a female model.
I was so confused. I was like, why are models in the game?
Crossplay and franchise will launch in Madden 25 after a successful beta via live service update at holiday last year. So you can play like a franchise with PS5 noobs. They added a team builder, which a lot of people have been asking for. New broadcast teams, like I said, and commentary. This is really cool. New commentary add to the most immersive audio experience in years. Yeah, no shit. You've used the same one for a decade. I would hope it's the most, improved in years. We've added crowd audio sourced from the 2023 NFL season's Monday Night Football games. NFL films. So it doesn't just feel like realistic crowd noise, it is real crowd noise. On-field sound effects have been increased and refreshed, pad collisions, grunts, exertions, etc., to now include over 500 samples. They sold me. I'm going to buy it.
I got a good question for you, too.
No, Jameis Winston is not on the cover.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Which one are you more excited for, Madden 25 or
college football?
Madden. I don't care about college sports.
Do I want to buy Madden? No. Do I plan on buying Madden? No. Am I going to buy Madden? Yes. I'm probably just going to buy the bundle with the college football and Madden.
I probably will too.
It's $150.
Jesus!
But it's like you get the legend or the best version of both of them with the $150, so I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I wonder how much storage that'll take between both games.
I'm probably going to have to buy another thing.
That's insane. So I'm going to buy it. I was honestly, and this is a detriment to the franchise, I have never questioned more whether I was going to buy it. Every year I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm buying it.
The last 3 years, it came down to the day of launch. I just didn't even think about buying it. And then I saw videos, I'm like, I'll just buy it and play it for a month.
I mean, I bought Madden 24, but I didn't play. My MUT team, I think, is like a 70.
My MUT team was so good for a month, and then I quit just because the new 2K came out.
Yeah, I was heavy on 2K this year. Which is, never mind, not going there. Yeah, no, I was heavy in 2K. I didn't play any Madden. I've been recently getting into Siege because 2K's gotten really boring. We've reached the 2K22 level where we just never freaking lose.
Yeah.
And not only do we never lose, like, we're never really tested.
Yeah, that's the boring part. I'm fine with winning every game if it's a close game.
Yeah. I'd say our average margin of victory at this point is 15 to 20.
Yeah.
All right, so we're both buying the game. We'll do some videos on that. Well, I will. The gaming part of the channel, I'll do some Madden 25 hoopla. So we're gonna move on to my favorite segment that has become a reoccurring segment. We got Deal or No Deal with Howie Mandel in the corner. Devin, what do we got today?
This week's is gonna be trades.
Trades.
NBA trades specifically. So we're gonna start off with
tasty.
Something that happened while I was at work yesterday that I just was like, what the hell? Mikal Bridges for 5 first-round picks and a second. And Boyan. Now, if you're the Knicks, are you doing this trade? Just so the years, 25, 27, 29, and 31, unprotected. Then a protected Milwaukee first, and a swap. So whoever the best side goes to the Nets.
Dude, 5 first
and
round
Boyan.
picks.
So
oh my god.
For a player that's gonna sit in the corner and play defense.
Yeah. No, probably not.
And if you're the Nets,
yeah. That's insane.
And they signed, dude. I don't know what the Knicks.
But I mean, the Celtics just proved that having a bunch of guys who care about defense can win you a championship.
Oh yeah, I mean that team.
And Brunson's better than Tatum.
That team's a really.
But they
good.
don't have someone that's on the level of Brown.
That's what they got Mikal for.
Yeah,
to
but
be
he's
around
not.
there. Yeah, they have Julius Randle.
Julius Randle's the worst player in the league. I don't care. And he owes me at least $3,000. I hate Julius Randle. Yeah, no, I'd probably not do that. But if I'm Tom Thibodeau, I would.
Dude, Tibbs just got somebody that will play. I saw a tweet. Tibbs will figure out how to play him 49 minutes.
Oh yeah, and for sure.
What is it? A movable force. What is that saying?
An immovable force meets a something object.
I thought it was immovable object. I don't remember, but that you guys know what we're talking about. That's what Mikal and Tibbs are.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I can promise you right now, getting a player that hasn't missed a game since high school, Tibbs has a rock hard scrotum.
Dude, Tibbs is jumping up and down.
Oh, the Suns are making a pick?
Suns are making a pick. They should be drafting Deron Holmes or Isaiah Collier.
They traded.
Denver is picking.
Oh my god, they're going to get Deron Holmes. I'm going to freak out. Yep. Dude, I hate the Denver Nuggets so much, and they just got my favorite player in the draft.
Is he related to Rashawn?
No.
Oh, no, then I don't
they
care
did.
about
They
him.
did trade that to the Nuggets, Alex.
Yeah.
Well, so Deron Holmes is 6'10", can defend and stretch the floor a little bit. Fun.
All right, back to the actual show. What's our next deal?
So, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's been the rumors with Paul George to the Warriors.
Yes.
So, this is one, I was cooking these up earlier today in the trade machine.
Mm-hmm.
So, these are all made by me, but these are probably the consensus. So, you could do it from both sides. So, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Klay Thompson would be a sign and trade, and then a 2025 and a 2027 unprotected for Paul George. You gotta remember, Paul George will be signing an extension probably with the Warriors, probably like 4 years, $200 million or something, along those lines.
From the Clippers' point of view, if that's the best deal I can get, I would take it because I don't want to lose Paul George for nothing.
Okay.
From the Warriors' point of view, I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
I got to try and win another title with Steph.
While he's still in his prime.
Yeah, every year needs to be all in when you have a top 10 player of all time.
And you get off the Klay salary.
Yeah.
It just sucks that you get rid of 2 firsts and Kuminga for a player that's that old.
Yeah. Like when you have a top 10 player, every year is all in.
You have to. All right, next up is Darius Garland to the Spurs.
Yes.
For Keldon Johnson. Okay, what was the... Dude, the Nuggets...
So the Suns are loading back up on draft capital.
No, but they just traded for a first. They traded for 3 seconds and then a first later in this draft. No.
They're getting. They still got a first round.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They traded for a first later in this draft and then 3 seconds.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, he's a monster, Mason. I wanted the Heat to draft him, but
he's decent. All right, what's the next one?
The Darius Garland for Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, and then the draft is going on, but it would be in the 8th pick.
Yes.
Yes, for
both
sides?
teams, yeah.
Okay.
Because Garland's going to end up leaving no matter what because he doesn't want to play with Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
And the Spurs, man, getting Wemby an all-star guard to get him the ball at the right spots, that's huge.
Next one, this is another Spurs point guard, Trae Young. But
Yes.
they would be giving up Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, Devontae Graham for salary, the 4th pick in this draft, a 2025 unprotected, and a 2026 swap. The Nets and the Hawks would get the better side of the swap. And the 4th pick in this year's draft was Stephon Castle, like defensive 6'6" guard.
Probably not.
For both sides?
Yeah, usually when... So for the Hawks, I would say yes.
Okay.
Usually when you try to microwave a unicorn like Wemby, like when they try to do it with Luka and Porzingis, it didn't work. Cleveland the first time with LeBron, it didn't work. Like, you just kind of let it naturally grow. That's why you can't give up too much stuff. And you can't have so much salary tied into Trae.
Okay.
So probably not. But for if that exact same package worked for DeJounte, I would say yes.
They'd give up less for DeJounte.
That's not what the reports say. The reports say DeJounte is more coveted than Trae is.
Maybe because of the contract, but I doubt it. There's no way.
Yeah.
But moving on, this is just a straight up player for player. Brandon Ingram for Darius Garland. It's fit for fit. Pelicans get they get a floor spacer, a real point guard, and then the Cavs get a better defender, a wing, what they've been needing, and a scorer.
Yeah, that works perfect for both of those
Both
teams.
sides?
Yeah.
All right, 2 more. Zach LaVine to the 76ers for Ricky Council, just a random throw-in player, a 2028 first and 2029 swap.
So now we got match. We have everybody, and we just got rid of.
No, dude, they have nobody. I was trying to trade somebody. Everybody's a free agent on that team, basically.
Yeah, that's why they have so much cap space.
Yeah. Other than, like...
If I strike out everywhere else, if I can't get Paul George or...
And if you're wondering why the price is so low, it's because he's making $45 million, barely touches the court, and can't defend.
Yeah.
That's why. I've heard his price is just plummeting.
Yeah, that's tough when you have 2 injury-prone players. Maxey is going to be fine for his life. But if I strike out everywhere else, I'd say yes. Because, again, Embiid might only be 31, but you have to treat him like he's 37. Like,
yeah.
He only has a couple years left where he's going to be contending, or he should be.
All right. Now, last one. Anthony Simons to the Magic for Jet Howard. You know who that is?
Yeah.
And then a 26 and 27 first unprotected from the Magic.
Who is the original player?
Anthony Simons. So, an offensive point guard.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because the Blazers are in full tank mode, and the Magic need offense.
Like, listening to the Blazers roster, they have the best bad roster I've ever seen.
The best bad roster.
Did you see they just traded for Denny?
Yeah.
Dude.
They have a lot of young people.
They have Denny, Scoot, Shane Sharp, Ayton, Klingon, and they are going to probably win 30 games.
Ayton is bad, and Scoot was awful as a rookie. Like, one of the worst rookies ever.
Oh, yeah, Scoot was pretty bad.
So, we'll see how that goes, but... Yeah, I would take that for both teams.
All right, that's what I got for you with Deal or No Deal this week.
Sick. I love Deal or No Deal. Love it. All right, now we're bringing to you a brand new segment with a brand new graphic that I hope doesn't look like shit. It's called MASINO. I'm a degenerate gambler, and I'm going to give you my favorite NFL bets as of right now, and these are all like season-long bets. Which every week, once the NFL season starts, I'm going to give you my 3 favorite picks of the week. And we'll keep track of
How you do?
my record, and we'll incorporate the VIG as well, which is just if I go 31-30, I probably lost money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was just a completely random number. But you have to go more than 1 game positive in order to make money.
Got it.
All right.
Excited for that.
Dude, this graphic is so sick. We got chips falling. We got the money. All right. So, one of my favorite bets is Texans at plus 150 to win the division. They have the best quarterback in the division.
Why are they plus at all?
Right. Yeah. Because I think that Vegas thinks highly of the Jags, and I just didn't like their offseason. I think that is pretty close to free money. And when you give it to me at plus money, I'm there. This one, Chiefs at minus 230 to win the division. The odds are horrible, but it's free. Every other team in that division is bad, and the Chiefs are the Chiefs. This one is going to get me some nice comments. Vikings under 6.5 win total. I see legitimately 2 games on the schedule that I can confidently say I'd pick the Vikings.
Do you know what are those two?
The Giants and the Cardinals. Which the Cardinals is questionable. Easily? No, I'm saying that I can confidently say I'd pick them, meaning no other game would I pick them.
You're an idiot. Got it.
Well, to be fair, I was just reaching because that 2 games,
but
man.
You got to look at the roster. I think there was other people on the Viking schedule that is easier than the Cardinals.
We'll just go. We'll go through it. So preseason, right? So the Giants. If I give them every game that I think is questionable, so we have 1, the Niners, no shot. The Texans, no shot. The Packers in Green Bay, no shot. The Jets, nope. The Lions, nope.
I think the Colts are easier than the Cardinals.
The Rams, nope. Okay, we'll give them the Colts. That's 2.
Bears are easier.
No, they're not.
The Titans are easier.
The Titans, you said, were your sleeper team.
Yeah, but I don't care. They're not my team.
All right, Jags, I don't think so, but we'll give it to them. Titans, and both of these are on the road. Jags and Titans are both on the road. So Jags.
Well, then just do the Giants.
I said the Giants.
I know. I'm saying that's the one team right now that we can confidently say they should beat.
Giants, no Jags, no Titans, no Bears. We won't say Cardinals.
Nope.
The Falcons, sure.
Maybe.
The Falcons are pretty. Well, no, they have Kirk now. I'm taking it away.
Oh, yeah.
Bears, no. Seahawks in Seattle, no. I'll give you Green Bay going to Minnesota.
I would put the Seahawks up. I don't think.
Okay, 3 then.
I don't think the Seahawks are going to be that good.
3. They have a brutal schedule.
Oh, I agree with you.
Their
on
team's
the
not
under
good.
6.5. I don't agree with the Cardinals for them.
Yeah, fine. So we're at 3, and if you want to give them the Cardinals, we're at 4. Yeah. The Vikings are not a good team.
It really just comes down to J.J. McCarthy, and he's the 3rd string right now. So it's that just shows.
And Sam Darnold is awful. So, right. Hammer the under. I love it. Okay.
Was it plus or minus?
I actually am a complete noob and didn't put the odds on there.
Got it.
But usually on the over-unders, the over will be minus 118 and the under will be minus 110.
I knew it would be close.
Yeah, they'll both be minuses. This one is... this is my favorite bet.
Are you going to bet on it?
Yeah, I'm going to bet on all of these.
Oh, okay.
This is my favorite bet. Because it's plus 220. Plus 220 for the Ravens to miss the playoffs. As I've previously mentioned in the pod, I expect a big step back from them. I don't trust their quarterback. I hate signing a 30-plus-year-old running back to be the bell cow. They've lost so many starters on offense and defense, and they're in by far the best division in football. And they're in the better conference, and they just lost their defensive coordinator. I'm hammering them.
I think that there's a chance that they lose bottom of their division.
It most certainly is.
With everybody healthy.
Yeah, I think the large part of that is Russ even
yeah, that's the team. That's really the only team they might be a lock to be better than. But the Browns and Bengals healthy are Super Bowl contenders.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I love it. I love Ravens to miss the playoffs at plus 220.
That's a good bet, dude.
Yeah.
They probably will make it. It's the Ravens. They're going to win those stupid games.
Well, they missed a few in a row. The thing is, they almost never lose to the NFC.
It really depends on if Lamar's healthy the whole year. If he's healthy the whole year, they're probably going to make the playoffs.
No, brother. He's not very good. I'm gonna recap. Texans, plus 150 to win their division. Chiefs, minus 230 to win their division. Vikings, under 6.5 wins. Ravens plus 220 to miss the playoffs. Those are my 5 favorite preseason bets here at the MASINO. If anybody would like to tail me, it is at your own risk. Not a professional. I will not receive hate comments if you end up losing money. I am going to keep track of my wins and losses throughout the year, so we'll see how that goes.
If I was of age, I'd follow you and blame you for everything that goes wrong.
I know you would. Let's see, Devin, would you bet Texans at plus 150 to win? Yep.
Yes.
Chiefs at minus 230 to win their division.
Do you win any money, or do you have to bet a good amount to win?
In order to win $100, you have to bet 230.
Yeah. I'll take $100 free bucks.
Exactly. Vikings under 6.5 wins.
Yeah.
Hammer that. Ravens to miss the playoffs.
I in my current financial state, I would not bet that.
It's a riskier bet.
Yeah.
But there's an avenue to where it happens, and plus 220
Do you
is
know
good
how much
value.
you're putting down on all these?
I'll have a set unit that I place the same on that I'm not going to share to the public. But it will be the same unit for all of them.
Got it.
All right, we're going to move on to our last segment of the day. Last segment of the day? Yeah, you like that. All right. So this right here, we're going to do a little team building. And since I'm a fan of the team in the NFC East and he's a fan of the team in the NFC West, we're going to start there. I'm going to build what I believe to be the best team combining all players from the NFC East. And we have quarterback, running back, wide receiver 1, 2, and 3, a tight end, the whole offensive line, and then for the defense, we have the different units. So the D-line, the linebackers, and the secondary.
And coach, you forgot to put in.
Oh, and coach. I did forget the coach.
God damn it. I can't have anything as a Cardinals fan with the Niners in my fucking division, dude.
Yeah, okay. You'll notice a theme for mine. There's a lot of Cowboys and there's a lot of Eagles because outside of those two, this division's pretty dog shit.
I feel like the Giants are the best team in the...
Yeah, okay. So quarterback is Dak with a bullet. The
I'll
only
take
one...
Daniel Jones.
I'm sure you would. The only one that has an argument is Hurts, and I'm not here to listen to it. Running back is Barkley, so Eagles player. Wide receivers 1, 2, and 3 actually have... they're all three from different teams. CD, A.J. Brown, and Terry McLaurin.
You take Terry over Devonta?
Yeah. Tight end, Goddard, but I think Jake Ferguson is close, but I would take Goddard. Left tackle, the offensive line is literally all Eagles and Cowboys. Left tackle, Jordan Mailata. Left guard, Tyler Smith. Center, it would have been Tyron Smith, but he's gone for left tackle.
No, but what about... No, not that. I don't know... What's his name? The guy from the Giants that's like an all-pro, but he was hurt last season.
I think he's a tackle.
I think he's a tackle. Yeah, but he's not on there?
No,
because they have
Lane Johnson.
Yeah.
Center is tough. Cam Jurgens, he's a first-year center. He was playing guard, but now that Kelsey retired, he'll be center. And he was a really good guard, so I'm just giving it to him because the Commanders line, the Giants line are awful, and Dallas is starting a rookie, so he kind of just gets it by default. Right guard is Zach Martin, of course. Right tackle is Lane Johnson, of course. I mean, 2 Hall of Famers there with those two.
Yeah.
For the defense, D-line, I have Dallas. They have Micah. I don't care what any other team has. Give me the team with Micah. He has the potential to be one of the best defensive players ever. So give me Dallas's D-line. Linebackers, I got the Commanders, mostly because they signed Bobby Wagner.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas's linebackers are unproven, and the Eagles linebackers suck.
What about the Giants linebackers?
They suck, too.
They have Kayvon Thibodeau.
I'm more talking stand linebackers, not pass rushing ones.
Gotcha.
Secondary is Dallas with a massive Barrett 50 caliber sized bullet. Yeah. I mean, Trayvon Diggs and Bland are better than any other corner in the league. And
I wish we broke up safety and corner so I could have something.
And then we have probably the 3 best safeties in the entire division are all on our team. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure about that.
What's his name just came back to the Eagles?
Oh, yeah, Gardner Johnson's pretty good. Yeah, so, okay, we have 3 of the top 4. I'll still take that. And then coach, I put Dan Quinn. Mike McCarthy could be there, but they have the same problem, and Quinn's been to a Super Bowl more recently, so I'll go with Quinn. And that's my team. To summarize, quarterback, Dak Prescott, of course. Saquon Barkley is our running back. Wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 is CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, and Terry McLaurin. Dallas Goedert is tight end. Left tackle, Jordan Mailata. Left guard, Tyler Smith. Center is Cam Jurgens. Right guard, Zach Martin. Right tackle is Lane Johnson. For defense, our D-line is going to be Dallas. Our linebackers are going to be the Commanders. Our secondary is going to be Dallas. All head coached by Daniel Quinton.
All right. Quarterback, honestly, was really the only position I flip-flopped back and forth. I waited till I built my team to see the quarterback, but I ended up going with Kyler at quarterback, McCaffrey at running back, and then the 3 receivers.
Are 2 of them Niners?
No, I only have Ayuk.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I have Ayuk, Cooper Kupp,
Fair.
and Marvin Harrison.
Oh, that's fair. No, that's
Only other person I was thinking of putting instead of Marv is
Puka?
Yeah, Puka.
That's valid.
I didn't even think about Debo.
No, that's valid.
When I have McCaffrey. And then tight end, dude, right now as we were going, I have McBride here, but I was like, wait, I think George Kittle's in the division.
He might exist.
Yeah. So I have George Kittle, and then offensive line, I'm going to be so honest, I don't know most O-linemen on the other teams, but I threw Trent Williams, Damian Lewis, what is that guy? Jake Brendel, center for the Niners. Will Hernandez.
Who is Lewis from?
The Seahawks. He was I think he was a rookie last year.
Okay.
And then Will Hernandez and Paris Johnson.
Let me just real quick pause. Maybe this is just because I'm a fan of this division. I know like every O lineman on the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Like those O linemen are I know those O linemen.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. The O linemen, the offensive lines in your division must not be very good.
No, they're just not elite. Like, they don't have those names. Like, the Niners, good offensive line. The Cardinals have had a bad one up until last year. Seahawks are always just decent. We've always just had okay offensive lines in the division.
All right, now we're on defense, right?
The 49ers.
For all
there's literally no argument.
Oh, that sucks.
Especially with Aaron Donald out of the division, there's no argument.
The Seahawks might have the secondary.
Dude, Tariq Woolen fell off a cliff.
He did fall off.
Their safety, Jamal Adams sucks, but he's out of the division.
Yeah.
They really only have Devin Witherspoon and Kobe Bryant.
That's true.
The Seahawks have Hufanga, which I think is a very overrated safety, but
he's coming off a really bad injury.
He's decent. They have what's his name?
Real quick side, as we're talking about your division, Trent Williams can eat it up. He retired a player with his dirty play, so
he is the best left tackle, maybe
he's
definitely in the league, maybe ever.
Yeah,
and
he's coach very good, which is why he doesn't need to be a dirty player because he's already really good. So eat it up.
And then do I even say anything about the linebackers?
Yeah, no, you don't.
And then I have Shanahan at coach. I was kind of thinking McVay. Though.
McVay is up there.
Just because
your coach might end up being up there.
Yeah, he was ranked the worst coach in the division.
Well, that's just because you're in such a good division.
Facts.
Although the Seahawks head coach, he's the guy from the Ravens. Their defense was really good.
Oh my God, I feel like it's hard. Carroll's gone, huh?
Yeah, I feel like it's hard.
Dude, Gannon's better than him.
I was gonna say it's hard to give. I feel like you have to be. You have to be worse.
Especially when you were a 5-win team with an awful roster.
Yeah.
But which team wins I think my team wins.
Well, you have the Avengers in your division. That's not even fair.
I think I could just throw the Niners on here and they win.
That's not even fair.
I have the best running back in the league, best left tackle, arguably the best tight end, 3 top 12 receivers if Marv does what we think he's going to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my quarterback's better. My running back's not better. But behind that line, no, Barkley's not better.
Dude,
He's
behind that, you could throw 5 knees out there. McCaffrey's better.
I know. But CD, AJ, and Terry are just as good as your 3. I just think... And Terry's proven, unlike Marv. Although I think Marv will be really good.
Well, then do you want me to just throw Cooper Kupp in there? Or not Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua?
Yeah, I think you're better having Marv. Because I think Marv will be better.
I just want an X.
Kittle is, of course, better than Goddard. My O-line slams yours. Your O-line can't block my defense, man. Your coaches and your quarterbacks have no time. And you can't pass on me. My secondary is elite.
We have Christian McCaffrey.
Fuck.
Oh, well, you know what else? You know what else we have?
What?
We have probably the 2 best linebackers in the league.
Ah, Jesus. So my offense is gonna get stifled.
Yeah. You're lucky.
That's not even fair.
You're lucky Aaron Donald's gone.
That's not even fair.
You have the Niners. Just 2 years ago, that was easily the best division in football.
If you get rid of the Niners, my team slams.
If you get rid of the Cowboys. Like, what?
That's fair.
Okay, then if I can't get the NFC West, I get the NFC West or AFC West and take the Chiefs.
For everything?
Yeah. Sound good?
Yeah, so I still lose. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really tough. I think it'd be a good game, though.
Yeah, I think it'd come down to Dak throwing a pick 6.
Okay, bro. Okay. How do these always end up ending with me getting slandered?
Because you put Dak at QB.
Would you not?
Oh, I would.
Thank you.
You also said he's better than my QB.
Well, he is.
Very debatable.
It's really not very debatable.
I'll debate it.
I know you will. You're a Cardinals fan.
Well, there's other people that would debate that.
Other Cardinal fans?
No, just people in general. My quarterback's more talented.
That thing he did, yes, that's true. But the thing he did to Micah at that like chess tournament or whatever.
No, he didn't say that.
No, it was the announcer, but it was still bullshit.
Hey, he's never lost to them or in their home stadium.
I know, man. Respect to him.
Such a legend.
We couldn't even beat his team even when he wasn't playing.
It's his aura is just too much for the
His
Cowboys.
aura is too much. It makes no sense because he's mid.
No, he's not.
I love working him up. All right. This was fun. It's always fun. I'm really mad that your team would slant. It's not even fair. That's the problem, is having the Niners.
You probably thought of that the idea was like, dude, this would be so fun, and then I reminded you that the Niners are in the division.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not even fair. Whatever. Fuck them. It was a pleasure as always. Here's hoping that Ayuk gets traded and that the Avengers start to disband. Here's hoping that Purdy somehow gets $60 million a year so that franchise.
Dude,
can
I was just about to say that. Say, throw Purdy $60 million. They can't pay anybody else. Although for some reason McCaffrey's not getting $400 million a year.
Yeah, man.
I think they're cheating.
Oh, I can't wait for Purdy to get a contract. I'm so excited.
Would you be down for the Cardinals to run that division?
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's go.
I mean, it's always cool when football in your like home state is.
Even
like,
if you're not a fan.
Even if you're not a fan, like it just makes stuff more
unless Devin Booker is the best player because he's a whiny little baby.
That's true. But I was more referring to specifically football. Although it was cool when the Suns were good too.
No. I hated a lot of people on that team.
I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. For those of you I know will comment, sorry man, it's just going to be one of those years I don't believe in your team.
I can't wait to see his comment about me saying there's no way they beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, I know. He won't be happy about that. Usually, so the last couple of years I've kept the discourse pretty calm between him and I.
Yeah.
But now this year I'm just like, man, your team, I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for the crap talk and the back and forth. I've missed it because it's open season on the Vikings.
I just can't wait for that game, kind of, because now when I think about it, is there a position group that they have better than the Cardinals? Like the group? I guess you could maybe say receiver.
Well, yeah.
Because of JJ. But
also Addison's really good.
Yeah, that's the only group.
Yeah. That's the thing. One of the main things is their schedule is really tough. But outside of that, you don't have a quarterback, man. Like
you have an elite quarterback, you can win any game.
Right. You don't have a quarterback and your O-line is mid. Like, it's not bad anymore. Congrats. It took you a decade to rebuild it. It's no longer bad. It's mid now.
And the only reason their defense is above average is because of Brian Flores.
Yeah. And we'll see how that goes.
They lost, what was his name? To the Texans.
Daniil Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why are they a plus, dude?
I don't know. I don't know. All right. We've done enough yipping, enough spewing. Everyone, thank you for watching. And we'll catch you next week for more transition takes. Brandon, you can eat it up.
Screw the Nuggets.